By Divine's grace and Guru's grace, I am continuing this journey. And today's recording is going to be about Akka Mahadevi. Akka means sister. Akka Mahadevi belonged to Karnataka, and not only she was a poet, but also she was a devotee of Lord Shiva. Right from childhood, she was devoted to Lord Shiva, and in her life, only she and Lord Shiva existed. That was the kind of devotion she had for Lord Shiva. And she wanted to marry only Lord Shiva. If we go little back, some of the recordings what I have put, it would be very interesting to know that there were few more people like Akka Mahadevi who wanted to marry their deities whom they worshipped or to whom they were devoted. Andal was a devotee. She wanted to marry Ranganatha Swami of Srirangam. Tarikonda Vengamamba wanted to marry Lord Venkateshwara of Tirumala. Like that, Akka Mahadevi also wanted to marry Lord Shiva. And as usual, the parents tried to marry this girl to a suitable groom, as that was the custom a few centuries back. When she was quite young only, they had decided to marry her. And it so happened that when Jane King showed interest to marry her because she was very beautiful, she was not interested in married life at all. But she put certain conditions before her marriage. And she made it very clear also, if the conditions were broken, she would leave the married life. She wanted very much to continue her devotion and her devotional life to Lord Shiva. So they got married with those conditions intact. But the marriage didn't last for long because the king broke the condition and Akka Mahadevi left the house. And when she left the house, she didn't have any destination also. Only thing she was continuing was her devotion to Lord Shiva. She met a few gurus who helped her and they showed a way to her. She did lot of tapas in a place called Kadalivanam near Srisailam. And I believe that she had covered her body with her hair. And finally, she merged with Lord Shiva. And her poetry was known as Vachanas. And in fact, Akka Mahadevi's poems are very famous in Karnataka. With this short biography, I'm ending this recording. At the end of this, what I wanted to share with my listeners is, till now, 4 people I have talked about merged with God. Actually, till now, I have not understood what is merging with God. I am a spiritual seeker and I have some of these questions which I would like to share with my listeners. I have put a recording on Sridhara Ayyawal. He merged with Lord Shiva in Tiruvadai Marudur. Andal merged with Lord Ranganatha Swami. And this phenomenon of merging always perplexed me, and till now I have not got an answer. So, if anyone can reply to my question, I would be too happy. And incidentally, I would like to share my very pleasant moment through this recording that I am entering the 200th recording in my channel. And why it gives me so much of pleasure is what I have gained through this process. Especially when I read certain incidents in certain Mahan's life, I had no words to express my amazement, or I should say, whatever I felt, I am sharing. In the case of Valmiki, before he turned to spirituality, he was a robber. A moment came when his life turned into a totally different direction, and he could not tolerate a hunter hunting a bird. Before spiritual life, he was a robber, and after he turned spiritual, he was so compassionate. So, when we discuss these concepts, or when we go through some of the stories of great saints, poets, philosophers, and all that, we expect some kind of change within us. And at least we would be enlightened by their lives. So, with that happiness, I'm ending this recording. And once again, I continuously thank all my listeners for your kind support. I never thought that I would be getting these many these many listeners for my episodes. Thank you.